ICC. Mheshimiwa, by the way, Twitter handles at Honorable Aden Duale, at Koinange Jeff, the hashtag Ask Aden Duale. Before we go to ICC, Mheshimiwa, there's a guy called Rubadia. He says NEP pastoralists are worried of the Kenya-Somalia border wall. We want to freely cross during droughts. Stop it, please. The wall.
Which wall?
The one you're supposed to be building, or you built partly.
We aren't building. There's no wall which has been built. We have now over 5,000 of our KDF forces along the border, from Garissa all the way to Mandela.
So there's no wall?
There's no wall.
People can take their camels?
Of course.
You can take your camels?
Yeah, but now it has rained in Kenya and in northern Kenya, so our camels are in Kenya. But in the event of a drought, we will cross not only to Somalia, cross to Ethiopia.
No, you won't.
No.
Don't mess with the Ethiopians, man.
No. Camels,
don't mess with the Ethiopians.
The boundary of a pastoralist ends where the camel turns back. You read the book by John Lewis on the Somali and the pastoralist. Yeah. The moment that camel turns back, that's the end of your boundary.
How many camels do you have?
Roughly about 300.
Your own?
My father had 1,000.
Oh, so you're doing badly?
I'm doing badly.
Okay. I asked you before the break, Mheshimiwa, if the election was held today, would President Uhuru Kenyatta come back?
70% is rating now.
For what rating? What poll is that? Is that 70%? The Duale poll?
Ipsos Survey last week gave him 65%. From the day they gave that about a week ago, that's at 5%. Because he has now the laptop projects have been launched.
Yep.
You look at the way Uhuru Kenyatta has profiled this nation compared to the last government of Kibaki and Raila, where the only guest we received in 5 years was Morino Ocampo and a lady called Fatou Bensouda. Look at the 3 years Uhuru Kenyatta was the president. John Pope, Barack Obama. In the history of Kenya, the Italian Prime Minister, WTO, Cameroon is coming, the Prime Minister of China is here, and many, many hosts of other leaders.
What does that say?
That tells you that Uhuru Kenyatta has created confidence, both economic and investor confidence, and to the world, and showed that Kenya is a serious country, is an economic hub, is a political hub within the African continent and globally.
But people always say, you know
why do you think Barack Obama should come here? Why should the entrepreneur conference being held here? Why are we going to have the Japan Africa conference later this year? People go to where states are built, where the leadership are respected. Look at what happened in AU. 54 African heads of state were convinced by President Uhuru Kenyatta on why Africa should withdraw from ICC. Today we are very happy. We were very firm. We say that the 5 witnesses whose testimony were used to confirm the charges against the deputy president are nowhere to be seen. And Bensouda come and said, I want to use Rule 68. Use their statements. How do you use statements of people who don't exist? And we're happy the appeal chamber disagreed with.
So you think that the case is dead now?
No. We are waiting for 2 things. One, Bensouda to withdraw the case under Article 53 of the Rome Statute, or Judge Osuji in the next 2 months to declare there's no case to answer. William Ruto, as we speak today, and Joshua Arap Sang are free men.
As we speak?
Oh yeah, you look at the deputy president. He's now busy campaigning in Kericho today.
Oh, speaking of Kericho, looks like JP, Jubilee, might lose to Kanu.
Watch that space.
I'm telling you, look at...
We are winning not only Kericho, we are winning even Malindi, my friend.
Oh, really? Did you win in Bomet the other day?
That's a small word. That's a small word.
Oh, really?
That's a small word.
And Isaac Ruto's a small man?
Isaac Ruto's a small man. We don't play with him in the same league. He plays for Gor Mahia. I play for Manchester United. What's wrong with you? Isaac Ruto is a small man. I mean, we formed URP with him.
He's part of URP.
No, he's not. He's not. He has formed a small outfit, an ethnic-based, Bomet-based, small party called Mashinani.
And you can't even beat him in his neighborhood.
You know, we are closing our parties. We want to form a huge momentum mass movement called Jubilee Party. We are tired. You know, TNA is a very popular party, but it's associated with Mount Kenya. URP is a huge party, set to the Rift Valley. You know, we must, as we transform the country in terms of development, we must unite the people. I mean, this story of Fort Kenya and the Bukusu, Wiper and the Kamba community, I'm a pastoralist. There are 78 members of the pastoral community. Today I can start my own party and be the party leader, but it doesn't help. So we want to collapse all our parties into one called Jubilee Party. And let me tell you, Jeff, this country had a huge party called KAN, unifying party. It died and it was transformed by NAC. NAC was another huge, momentous party. Who killed? When Raila and Kibaki could not listen to each other. Raila went back to LDP, a Luo party. Kibaki went and formed PNU. Kalonzo went and formed a Wiper with his Kamba community. Wetangula went to Fort Kenya. Then the Bokusus again divided into Wamarwa's faction. Look at my good friend Musalia Mudavadi.
DVDs.
He has formed a Amani coalition.
Correct.
He wants to become the president of Kenya. The last 2 years he's stuck in Western Province. Kalonzo cannot get out of Ukambani. Have you ever seen him campaigning in Garissa? Have you ever seen him?
Kalonzo?
Yes. Have you ever seen the Bukusu-led party by Wetangula? Have you seen Wetangula even in Kiambu? I mean, you can't have ethnic cocoons as political parties. So come 30th March, we will merge all our parties, and we have a transitional clause through the Political Parties Act.
But in the meantime, March 7th, the by-election in Kericho, what happens if you lose it?
Call me back here. Take my word. Kericho, we are winning. Malindi, we are winning.
Oh, come on. Which Malindi? Which Malindi are you going to win?
You know, one, you are not a voter in Malindi. 2, you are not a political analyst. 3, you don't know the dynamics of Malindi. I have been...
And you do?
I was in Malindi.
And what happens if you lose that seat? Would you say, oh, we got it wrong?
But we are not losing.
Okay. You will come back.
7th of March.
7th of March.
Call me back. I say, what is going to happen?
Yeah?
I told you I'm not going to blink.
I'll bet you 1 camel.
I'll give you 2. I will give you 2. And if you want to sell, they'll cost 500,000. Both.
That's how much a camel
A
costs?
camel is 250.
Come on.
You better do camel rearing than tea farming. So ICC.
Yes.
8 years.
8 years and hundreds of millions of dollars.
8 years. Families tormented. But we fought. We fought at the ASP. We had the best lawyers. We told that we are members of the Rome Statute and we want justice to prevail.
Yeah.
And I'm sure one day we'll write books. Not like your book. We'll write books about the ICC.
But you read my book, huh?
Oh, I read your book. It's good. But the price was too high.
Not as high as a camel.
Yes.
But on a very serious note, the fate of the victims in all this. The victims are the biggest losers. Let's face it.
Which victims?
PEV, post-election violence.
This government has invested 18 billion in resettling the victims, both economically, building schools for them, buying land for them, giving them hospitals. That is the best reparation done, better than even the justice and reconciliation in South Africa.
Then how come every day in the papers we're hearing victims saying, oh, we're getting nothing, we didn't get our land?
No, those are quacks.
Huh?
Those are quacks. Those are not victims.
What are those?
Those are quacks. That is the Kenyan nature.
Complaining.
Today, if they hear Jeff and Duale have some little money to give, they will come and say that we were part of this show. Those are quacks. Those are brokers.
But what's to stop us?
But we have spent 18 billion.
What's to stop us from going back to PEV 207, 208 if there's no Supreme Court, if the election goes to a runoff? What's to stop?
Now, what will stop us from a repeat of 2008, 2007? One is the political class to respect and give space to the Independent and Unbounded Electoral Commission. You know, this story of our colleagues, the Code Coalition, that the voter registration is skewed towards Jubilee, that the election will be rigged, that, it's very ridiculous when the court leader says, register, vote, leave the rest to me. It's crazy. When you register and you vote, you leave it to IEBC to declare the winner.
The same IEBC that was involved in Chicken Gate? Come on, Chicken Gate.
Let me first finish. When Raila says, register, vote, leave it to me, leave to him as who? Unless he wants to become a returning officer. Unless maybe he doesn't want to stand for presidency. Because the only returning officer for now, unless the commission is changed, is one Isaac Hassan.
Isaac Hassan, who's implicated in Chicken Gate.
No, Isaac Hassan has not been implicated. Nobody has been implicated.
Oh, come on.
Let me finish.
The British jailed those people involved in Chicken Gate over there. They handed the files to the Attorney General. What is he doing with it?
So if somebody is jailed in Nyeri, does that translate that Jeff Koinange in Nairobi should be jailed?
Corruption goes two ways. There's a giver and a taker.
No, I've asked you a political question.
If Jeff Koinange is involved, yes.
That if somebody is jailed in the US today, Jeff Koinange should be jailed.
If I got money from that person?
No. We must believe in the due process of law.
Oh, come on. What due process?
Due process of law.
That
is the Constitution.
Millions of dollars eaten.
Jeff, we're not in North Korea. We are in Kenya with a new
constitution. In Kenya, where nobody gets prosecuted? Is that what you're saying?
In a new constitution. With a very robust Bill of Rights. With a very reformed judiciary, which is now laced with some corruption.
Laced is the word?
Yes. Slowly they have eaten. With a very vibrant, independent institution, like the DPP, like the EACC.
I'm sorry, you said the DPP is vibrant?
Oh, yes.
You said it's vibrant?
Yeah.
Who have they sent case files from? Who have they prosecuted?
When were you last in Kenya? Even yesterday, the DPP has sent a file of 20 individuals and companies involved in the CFS of Joho, who are the ones who imported the ethanol and the sugar. Yes, that is the DPP.
Come on.
Yes.
Yeah, but no one will be prosecuted, right? That's what happens in Kenya.
He's taking them to court. It's for the judiciary to decide whether you are guilty, whether you are found guilty or not.
But Joho insists he's innocent.
That is version of Joho.
Your friend?
Oh yes, he's my friend. But the long arm of the law now is with him.
Do you think this government is serious about tackling corruption?
Yes, I've told you for the first time in the history of this country, 7 ministers lost their jobs.
But they're still getting paid, right?
No.
They're still getting salaries.
They're not. They're not unless you're giving them. Unless you're giving them. 7 ministers lost their jobs. Some of them very close buddies of the president and the deputy president. Top CEOs lost their jobs. 375 files of individuals have been prosecuted and are in court. No any other government has done that. President Kenyatta's father never did. Moi never did. Kibaki's first time never did. Him and his friend Raila Odinga, who the only thing they did for us was to take the president and the deputy to ICC, never did. So, and that is one of the reasons. In fact, corruption, the war on corruption, will be one of the campaign strategies for Jubilee.
What?
I am telling you.
What? Showing what track record?
That we fought corruption.
You fought it?
Yes.
And, judges are getting 200 million shillings, allegedly.
Where's Michael Kamau? Where's David Chirchir?
Where is he?
Where's Anne Waiguru?
Okay, they're out of
Where's the chief of staff of the deputy president?
But the money is where? Where's the money?
Even you, we are coming for you. If you are involved in corruption.
Come, baby, come.
Even you.
Come, baby, come.
Yes.
We'll come for your camels.
My camels, I bought them long time ago.
Really?
Before. Yes. I inherited.
We want a lifestyle audit from you, man.
I'm ready. The way the court guys are looking for me, I should have been lost a long time ago, man. I'm very, very clean. From Parliament, I go home.
Straight. When's the last time? Well, people in Garissa are saying you were never in Garissa. By the way, Farah Malim has vowed he's going to take you on and beat you.
That's a village politician.
Farah Malim?
We don't play the same game. I will deal with his master, Raila Odinga. I don't deal with Farah Maalim. He's a small man. You know, he lost many elections. He has been a member of parliament for a rural constituency. You know Garissa town?
Yes. And he was Lagdera. So
Farah Maalim, I'm focusing on his master. That is Raila Odinga. And for your information, Raila Odinga is a project of Raila Odinga. And I want to say it here on TV. Looking at you, Garissa Township is not part of the Luo constituencies. So Raila Odinga has no influence. You should take him to Migori like Junet or Kibra, where Luos vote.
So you're coming back?
Oh.
You're being re-elected?
I've never lost an election. He was beaten by Musa Haji, Senator Haji, an old man, by 21,000 votes.
And you're coming back?
You know, he plays for Gor Mahia, I play for Manu. I don't want to waste my energy and time on that guy.
Manu, that's
and even age. He's 60 years, I'm 50 years. 10 years difference. I do politics. 10 hours, he will do 2 hours.
But you know, Manu is winning, Gor Mahia is winning. So
no,
you know,
it depends. You know, Manu is winning at the Premier, winning at Nyayo Stadium.
No, they're losing. They lost the last few games.
No, we lost, but we won many games. We are number 4 when we were trying. We were talking to Van Gaal and we were telling him, you better put your house in order.
Because Mourinho's coming.
But winning at Old Trafford is not our winning in Nyayo Stadium. Even the fans who attend, even the amount of money received.
You see, you colonialists.
Even
just because there's Wazungus at Old Trafford is okay, it's better than ours, huh?
No, my friend, listen. Football is a game of entertainment. And you choose what to watch. I mean, if you want to watch Gor Mahia, then that's your right. But some of us, you want to watch a game that is entertaining, where the player's value is very high, 2 million, 3 million USD or pounds, than watching a player who is, I think, even has no value. For me, I'm a fan of Man U. So Farah Maalim is not an issue.
No.
We don't play in the same league.
No.
You know, I deal with Tinga.
What happens?
I deal with Tinga.
What happens if you lose in Garissa town?
My friend, I will never.
Huh?
I will never. Do a show in Garissa.
I take it.
Take it to Garissa.
Do you want to be president one day?
Me? No. I want to retire with the President Uhuru Kenyatta.
What do you mean retire with him?
Yeah, I want to retire from politics.
22, you're retiring?
22 years, I'll retire. I've done 15 years. I'll do 15 years by next 2022. And I've gone into history as the first occupant of the leader of majority. Nobody handed over that office to me.
But you could be the first Somali Kenyan president of Kenya?
No.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe
I might change. I might change. I might ask for a change of the constitution and become a prime minister. And we leave this presidential system where the big tribes, with the tyranny of numbers. You know, under presidential system of government, it's the big tribes. There's a tyranny.
That's it. That's why.
But if you go to parliamentary system,
that's gone.
I'm telling you, the pastoralist will always produce the prime minister.
Speaking of tyranny of numbers, Mutahi Ngunyi.
Yeah, it's sad. He's involved in Waiguru's issue. He's a good buddy of mine. But I told him to sue that Josephine Nyabura, and he is going to do it.
You don't think she's telling the truth?
No, she's not. Mutai is a man you can't corrupt.
Really?
I can vote for Mutai Ngunyi.
And Waiguru?
Waiguru, let's see how the affidavit goes.
Spoken like a true politician.
I am one.
Or sycophant.
Over-sitting president.
At Honorable Aden Duale, at Koinange Jeff. I will read some of your questions when we come back. This hashtag is Ask Duale. And I tell you, this man is holding his own right now. Keep asking the questions while we take a break. Jeff Koinange live at the Villa Rosa Kempinski. We'll be back. Maybe with a camel or two in a moment.
The best animal on land.
God, please.
No, camel milk.
Better than the Frisian cow?
Go to Nakubat, buy camel milk, camel yogurt, camel mala, and you'll be better than the way you are. Very healthy. Very, very healthy. And I can buy you if the wallet is not that.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Let me